Now once you've checked all your information, you may wish to review the directions from the Nebraska Bar on how to open probate. The book from the Nebraska Bar is actually been chopped up and divided amongst the various subject categories within this system. By clicking on Opening Probate Outline, you will open the actual text of the Opening Probate chapter from the Nebraska Bar. Open Probate, click on O2 Opening Probate and click on the plus sign next to O2 to expand. Select Formal or Informal Testacy. Move to the list at the right and select O2.100 Petition for Formal Probate. Click to open. A new interview window will open up. There's a few things I'd like to show you about this interview window. First, notice that you have an option at the top that states Assemble Blank Form. If you click on this box, the remainder of the fields will disappear. Click on the Fill button, and a blank version of the form will assemble. This can be used in those instances in which you do not wish to open an entire file. Notice that there's a book at the top right of the screen with a green question mark. Click on this book. The commentary for this particular form will appear. You can scroll through the instructions and use it to review the items needed to create this form. When you're done, close Adobe, and you will be returned to the interview. Under Document Date, you will be asked to choose the type of date you wish to put in your petition. In this instance, you are not able to just type your date. You must choose the type of date. The option of choosing today, a particular date that you may fill in by selecting the date calendar from the drop-down arrow under the Data Document field, the current month, the following month, or you may choose to leave the date and your document blank. Here you have a somewhat unusual question. This asks, is the petitioner someone other than one of the nominated personal representatives? If your petitioner is your nominated personal rep, it is not necessary to check this box. That nominated personal representative will come in automatically. If, however, your petitioner is someone else, you may check this box, and a new drop-down field will appear. All of the interested parties in your case will appear on that field, and you may select one of them to be your petitioner. The next question is, do other individuals have prior or equal right of appointment? If you desire, check this box. You may now choose each and every person you wish to put down as an individual with a prior or equal right of appointment. I will select Daniel and Michael. The last question in this interview asks whether there is any issue of indebtedness between the nominated personal representative and the estate. Answer the question as desired. If you wish to see a printout of the commentary, you may check the box that says Check to include commentary and assemble document, and it will appear at the back of your assembled document. All that is necessary now is to click the Fill button. Your assembled petition will now appear in Word. Notice that it has all the elements that you put in the MIL in the document. Where you have not entered information, an underscore, which is what we chose to appear, will appear here. This document is now a regular Word document. You can save it under any name you like, you can change it, and you can reformat it if you so desire. One thing you should be aware of: if you make a change to this document, and you decide at a later date to go back in and reassemble the document, the changes that you typed into the document will not be reflected as a new document will be created. If the changes that you wish to make to a document have to do with information that should be entered in the MIL, the best idea is to go back into the MIL, make those changes, and then reassemble the document. The next most common document we often see being created by this program is the inventory. To bring up the inventory, we will highlight O3.4 Inventory under O3 Administration. In the right-hand column, we will create an inventory short form. As you may notice, there are slight differences in this form as opposed to the one you created for the probate petition. The first thing you see is not any different at all. It is the date fields. You again had the ability to read a commentary on the inventory. You can assemble the inventory as a blank form, and the date fields are similar to the ones you saw before. The differences here is you will be asked to include information on the assets. You will always include a title and detailed description. If you have chosen to itemize any of your assets, you will include itemization detail for assets and inventory. And if this is an amended inventory, you will then check that box. Again, click the Fill button, and your inventory has been created.